it's your girl DJ Sexy K, the first lady of Trini Vibe Sound Squad. Big it up, one of the wickedest selectors in Atlanta, DJ Papa John, your large boy.
Papa John, you don't know large.
Now the way DJ Papa John, you don't know we love the girls and for day you done this king regulation. So okay.
When is the DJ Papa John go and bless himself? I saw him stay on we room.
Papa John them no bad like we. Papa John them no bad like we. Trinidad them no bad like we. Trinidad them no bad like we.
You want reggae? We got it. Right. You want soca? We got that too. Yeah! It's ATL exclusive. ATL exclusive 96.9 FM. Your #1 source for Caribbean music.
You know? You're listening to 96.9 exclusive radio with DJ Papa John.
DJ Papa John.
DJ Papa John.
Awesome. 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 Awesome.
That's right, 96.9 ATL exclusiveradio.com worldwide, www.atlexclusiveradio.com. Right now, this is DJ Papa John, the Artist Showcase, and we have the international reggae singer, DJ online, YAWDKORE, calling all the way from Jamaica. YAWDKORE, what's going on, brethren?
Out there without fear.
We hear that. So, we got to give thanks, first of all. Yeah, bless up every time, YAWDKORE. I want to tell the people right now, I say, got to give thanks, first of all, from you calling in all the way from Jamaica. What part of Jamaica you calling in from, first of all?
Right now, so they're in the YAWDKORE studio, straight up Port Antonio, Jamaica.
Port Antonio, boom, bam. So I got to say, give thanks, first of all. Calling in all the way from Port Antonio, and there's a little delay, because, in the phone line. So I got to say, give thanks, first of all, for taking time out your busy day, because, you're out there grinding, calling all the way from Port Antonio, Jamaica. So once again, we have YAWDKORE. It's the international artist right now on the phone line, calling all the way from Port Antonio, Jamaica. So YAWDKORE, first of all, we know where you're calling from, but where are you from?
I don't know, I'm originally from Portland, but I don't know, we migrate, after we leave school, after we leave high school, they migrate to Portmore, Greater Portmore, so basically represent the Portmore and Portland, Jamaica overall.
Okay, that's what's up. And so that's where you represent, it's Portmore. It's a Portland parish, right? And from what I've read, that's capital town, Port Antonio, right?
Yeah, Port Antonio is the capital of Portland.
Right, capital town. So, growing up there, what age did you realize you had a talent?
I don't know, we never really did a play music, because I was a baller, a baller used to play.
Okay.
But there are enough artists, like versatile, even popcorn, I don't know, offend them. So, after I discover Rastafari now, and the rifle, the truck, and rifle, the music that's power to it, because it's in our blood sometimes, so just put it out there, and put it in the work.
Okay. So, was it something, was it a, what do you call it, one of those life-changing or altering situations that made you go into the music, like say you realized that Rastafari was the way to go? So what age did you realize that this is a road, you want to take it real serious, and you saw your potential to turn your dreams into reality with music, if that's what it was?
Yeah, it's 25, it's 25 we start putting the work, but after something I took it more serious, how to say the potential that there, so then we'll clean the work more.
So, as a youth, or around that the age of 25, who inspired you artistically in your career at that point? Because evidently you grew up, listening to music. Everybody, I mean, you're from Jamaica, Trinidad, people from here, United States, and no matter where they're from, I think everybody basically grew up listening to music. So, what you think artists may have influenced you, or what style you think you may have taken from some of those artists?
Yeah, those like she's like a Landy and the great deeper touch, I always get a deep touch, I always see myself as a person like deeper touch, so that's the deeper touch, so like But a Peter touch on the radio, man, I don't identify me for the music. Great Peter touch, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so in your everyday life now, who has influenced you, you think, the most, as far as whether it be a family member, whether it be a friend, who you think influenced you most in your actual everyday life?
Yeah, man, without I don't know, so it's my man, the mother and the man, yeah?
Boom, bam.
Yeah, man, it's never every day, and she let me get up early every morning. They have the wheel fixed up every morning and go here, the own feet for Miss Never, you know?
Wow.
And she told me without her father and them things, they want to PR back for some of them things in life, you know?
Definitely testify. Yeah. Tell your honor, definitely, I'm guilty. Love your mother, for real. Especially if you have one here on this earth.
Man, yeah. Without a doubt, you know?
Right. We have Glory, international DJ, songwriter, and singer on the line, calling all the way from Port Antonio, Jamaica. And you're listening to 96.9 ATL, the heartbeat of the streets. www.atlexclusiveradio.com. And it's the artist showcase with DJ Papa John. Once again, Glory on the phone line. So Glory, just gonna tell without fear. So what that term right there? Since you come with that, you started with that, and we hear it all the time with the drops on the artist showcase. Out there without fear, where did that come from, and what does it mean to the people? I mean, it sounds simple, but let the people know what it means.
Yeah. But out there, being out there, you know, and we don't fear, you know, we have no fear, you know, we have to try to put the music there, and I know hard much to do now, nothing. Out there we are pleased, so that's for the put the idea and say, oh, out there, you know, I'm a friend of mine, say, oh, Glory, out there, you know, so that's right, out there without fear.
For real. Yeah. Like that one bad, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't be timid, you can't be afraid, yo. You can't be afraid. You fail on 100% of things you don't try, you know what I'm saying? So, well, definitely got to give thanks, because we are out there without fear, on the line with Glory, international DJ songwriter. So, speaking of being out there, did you ever give up on your dream, or want to give up on your dream, and it being this inspirational, this dance hall, this artist that may be iconic at the moment? Did you ever give up on that, or want to give up?
I don't know, more time we wake up with a good doubtful feeling, and I feel like you have the real motivation to go up. But we never give up yet, you know, man. So we always know it's real and it's happen. So all we have to do is put in the hard work smart, you know. So giving up never in our people, because we have to go there
straight, for real, for real. So is that what keeps you motivated, as far as, to get that recognition? Because, not to diss anyone, but say, I know there had to be a time in your life where you're like, yo, my stuff not getting no play, but you turn on the radio and you hear, she bang, she bang, she bang. Yo, I mean, so I understand you have to have some kind of motivation, like you said, you may get up some days and you're like, yo, I just don't feel it, because like I said, not to diss nobody out there, but when you hear one artist like as yourself and some of the artists we play on the artist showcase with that talent, and you hear them other things, you're like, so you got to give thanks that you keep the grind on with that, Father, for real.
Yeah, man. After this out there, man. I have days when I feel a little setback. But I don't know if believe in yourself, if you not believe in yourself, people not going to believe in you.
For real.
If you believe in yourself, people don't believe in you. The work, man, I work smart and hard.
Real talk, real talk. Real talk there, Glory. So your style or your music, what would you say it represents, as far as some of your tracks? Like we have Once a Year. You have that tune. I really that get plenty requests right here on the station. So what does your music represent to you? As far as, do you represent your community? You trying to represent the world, Jamaica, or Glory? What is your music?
Well, it's Glory music, and we might have rhyme in our music, but we are part the truth. So all that song like Once a Year, I just want some people who are artists with them. So I do it. You see so many people a father say, yo, I do it, you tow up on bicycle. Remember, I do it, you say, me always see in a test. You know? When you know it's separation and accident, so them things I just shoot them, the people, some people that start with their once a year. So now I big up all of my friends them with the shit, you know?
Straight.
So they are every day with you, every day children, and the shit and the pain and you know? Yeah, man, real people.
Straight, real talk, true talk right there. And once again, I Glory, all the way from Port Antonio, Jamaica on the line right now, 96.9 ATL exclusive radio, the heartbeat of the streets. And speaking of, you know, your camp, your crew, your real friends, just take a moment, instead of me asking all the questions, just take a moment to give a shout out to some of your people out there in your camp, because I'm going to tell you, it was a couple of weeks ago where this phone just rang off. I'm talking about from Philadelphia, the Bronx, Brooklyn, they call from Portmore, they call from Port Antonio, and they all request I Glory. So big up some of those people. I mean, I know it can't be everybody, you know what I'm saying, but big up some of those people in your camp.
Yeah, I know. Now big up the father first, and then not Jack, I would give nothing possible. Now big up the hardcore studio, because I don't know if hardcore studio, big idea, you know. So big up Blackie, you don't know, big up all of my friends, them are Portland. Everybody up in that, you know, New York, Atlanta, and me, all both, they know themselves. You know, big up all the real people, them, all glory. Big up the mother of this man, I love it, shit, mommy, you know. Yeah, man, but DJ Papa John and the exclusive radio station, because I don't know, they use the, you see me?
Thanks every time, straight. Like I said, I Glory definitely on the phone line. We got to give thanks. He's on the exclusive chat line. So we got the big ups at the wailing. So we have a little ways to go here on exclusive radio, the artist showcase. Like I said, we don't want to take up too much of your time. But as far as if you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, they could be, you know, reggae, souls, you know, soca, it don't matter. Any artist. And we're going to ask for a male artist and a female artist. Which artists would you collaborate with, dead or alive?
Dead or alive. Right now, you know, anybody with positive, anybody with positive, I want to do some real music, you know? And now they really speculate after that person or that person. Once you get a good idea, and it can please the people out there, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, we're ready to be with it.
Real intelligent
but
answer.
Right now, female right now, I always get Sister Marcia Griffith now. I always want to do a song with Marcia Griffith.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. Yeah. So I'm sure that this is going to get out to Sister Marcia one day. Remember, we have one of the hardest and hardest working DJs, selectors, songwriters in the building right now, I Glory. So Sister Marcia, anybody listening? Let's get that in the works right now. I Glory on the phone line. I'm calling all the way from Port Antonio, Jamaica. So, so what, as far as your works, what is maybe one of your favorite pieces of work that you've done already, as far as songs, whether it be poetry? It may be out there, it may not be out there. No pun intended, without fear.
Yeah.
So what's some of your favorite works you've done?
Right now, we have some really powerful songs, you know, but they're not really out there, things. We just get them fine-tuned now, some songs are really popular. The one I'm favorite out there right now, I want to hear, I love that song.
For real.
I always mix it, I like it a lot, once a year. Yeah.
It's definitely a song that everyone can relate to. So it's really, like I said, it's a voice of the people, and everybody's been in that situation. Whether it be income tax time here in the United States, you know, you get a little income tax, and all of a sudden they coming around, you know, like they want to barbecue and all kind of thing. Now all of a sudden, like you said, Christmas time, Thanksgiving time, you know, even your birthday.
Enough people out there can relate to that song, and enough people out there feel that know for a real thing. They have some experience of that song in the past. Right now,
Yeah, for real. And it's holidays coming up, so we definitely going to be running that one right here on Exclusive Radio, getting all the DJs that one once a year. It's I Glory right here on the phone line, Exclusive Radio 96.9 with DJ Papa John. We are the heartbeat of the streets. So I Glory, what is your motto or your creed that you live by? We're gonna say, like, some say words to the wise. How do you live?
You don't know my motto, you know. It's not change.
For real.
Yeah, my motto out here without fear, you know. Hard, and not only hard, you have to work smart, you know.
Yes, man.
And it's not too big to listen to nobody, so I always have to sit down and listen.
For
so
true.
them things are my motto. I'm not bigger than nobody. I always listen to everybody. I always work hard.
For true.
Yeah.
For true. Give thanks for that motto. Also, what advice would you give to someone that wants to be, not to say in your shoes, but in a similar situation, as far as, you know, on the rise right now, on the verge of becoming, you know, a big time artist, a legend, an iconic figure, maybe even in your town or the world? What advice would you give some of the youths or the elders that's looking, you know, to get their music, their poetry, their talents out there, but they may be a little afraid that someone may not want to hear what they have to say?
Yeah. First, you know, you can have a fear in your way, because if you have fear, you have a push out in it. You know? You have to first believe in yourself. You have the talent, and you believe, people will start believe. So, you don't understand, you know, just believe in yourself, man, and put in the work, you know? But I go still so far away for going there, you know?
For real.
But I go believe, if you don't believe, it can't happen. So just believe and put in the work, and by drawing out here. Yeah.
Bless, real talk, without fear. So,
Yeah,
where do you see yourself going with your craft? What is your mission and your purpose? And this is a two-part thing. And then, are you satisfied with where you are and how far you have reached?
Yeah, this time so far reaching, and doesn't get satisfied. I always have to want to do the work. You see himself out there, you know. I do some major things. You want to help you. Everything. You always have a mind to help people, but you don't really have those something. You want to set it that you can help some people. You know what? There's so much things you can do, but you don't really have the fun. So you don't know, I do want to set it and you can really help some people and the communities, them, and uplift the place, you know, and do our part of music. I'm dead and gone, people still listen to some ideal music, and I say, yes, you know.
Blessed. Real talk. Once again, I Glory, the international reggae DJ artist, right here on 96.9 ATL Exclusive Radio, the heartbeat of the streets. Now, also, we're about to wrap it up here in a few, I Glory. But before we wrap it up, I want to know, do you have any shows coming up, and how can the people reach I Glory or get in touch with your music, whether it be YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, email, regular snail mail? How can the people listen or reach I Glory? Sorry.
Yeah, right now, we don't know. We don't really have the shows planned for right now still, but we don't know. We don't really sign off on the deal, but people are contacting us, so we still work on it, you know.
Okay.
You can I Glory on the YouTube. Just type in I Glory, ITLORI, and we on Facebook, HIGLRI, you know. And you can get I Glory by them with tweet at I Glory 1 and Twitter. And,
all right. So once again, we want to give that information to any, you know, producers, any soundmen out there, any promoters that's looking, you know, to hear some independent artists, to get some real talent, whether it be local or global. We want them to get the information one more time. So, Brother I Glory, can you please give the information one more time on the YouTube and the Twitter and the Facebook, please?
Yeah, man. I Glory on YouTube. That's IGLORI for YouTube. And on Facebook, it's HIGLORI for Facebook. And I Glory 1 on Twitter. You know?
Boom.
You know why them there charity you can get to I do. I don't know where on the BBM you can have the 32688887 for the BBM, you know? Cool. And if you want email, you can email at iglorymusic@gmail.com. glory@mail.com.
All right, cool. See.
Yeah.
So once again, we're definitely going to be replaying this interview. So all those producers, like I said, soundmen, promoters, get that pen and paper radio, have your secretaries take down this information, or you can link me here, DJ Papa John, at the station 404-907-1037, and I'll get you that information, how to link iGlory right here. So as we wrap up iGlory, we'll have a little fun with it, boss. Sorry to cut you off. You have something to say?
Huh?
I said, sorry to cut you off there. I was wondering if you had something to say before I ask you these final questions.
Yeah, then big up to peeps again, big up to campaigning team, Hardcore Studio, big up Blackie, big up Syntax, they don't know, Freestyle, they don't know, see me? Big up all of my friends them over in Greater Portmore, Queen's Park, all of my friends them over in Portmore, they don't know, represent for the BR Creek, you see me? So I just out there and just look out for more positive music from iGlory, you know?
Most definitely iGlory. So before we wrap it up, got to give thanks once again to all the people listening on the outside. We've been asking questions, getting to know iGlory, the international reggae dancehall singer-songwriter, right here on 96.9 ATL, the heartbeat of the streets, www.atlexclusiveradio.com. So we're going to have a little fun with it before we let you go. And we want to know, or the people want to know, what are 5 things that you can't live without? And like I said, we're not going to judge you off of this. So it could be, you know, whether it be bread, water, women, your iPod, it doesn't matter. So we're not going to judge you off of this, all right? So 5 things that you say you can't live without.
5 things iGlory can't live without.
Yes,
first of all, I don't know can't live without you. Could never ever live without you, you know?
For real?
Yeah. Yeah. I say I can't live without my mother, you know, but it's all hard. So I love her straight. I can't live without music. Can't live without the girls. Yeah, we can't live without the girls, and we can't live without the natural herbs and the natural food. You know, so many things we can't live without. It's going to be DJ Papa John.
I understand. It's always hard to keep it down to 5, and you rattle those off boom, boom, boom real quick. So definitely put John first. Everything will come after. So got to give thanks, you know.
Yeah, man. I give thanks to exclusive radio because all exclusive are putting some good work. I always log in. I'm like what I do for the youth, so just keep it up. If we have some more people that think like, oh, exclusive and DJ Papa John, them I think enough more you get a chance to express some talent, you know. So must act up to the exclusive team, you know. Just big up on yourself, out there.
Without fear, gotta give thanks, yo, and that's what it's all about. Somebody have to get a blind, right?
Yeah, man, for real.
All right, brother iGlory. So as we wrap it up, is there a song, and I'm pretty sure I could almost guess it, but is there a song you want the people to hear as we wrap up this interview and get back into the artist showcase?
A song where the people don't want to hear, you know. We have so many of them, but the best that I want to hear would be I like it, you know. It's a God bless the soul of my falling friend. God bless the soul of my falling friend. Jah know, but you never see them again. Hope them find peace in the top heaven. Jah bless the soul of my falling friend. Bless the soul of my falling friend. But you never see them again. Hope them find peace in the top heaven. Say, Papa, that's what you feel. No fit away up with guilt feel. Brother, all you say me would be guilt feel. But me feel upon the ground and me couldn't help you, Jano. We are chat from we are little youth. Although me best to take care of your little youth. But me I tell you the truth is like a tree and then cut off the root. But God bless his soul and me falling friends. Out there without fear. I do it that day.
Hey, DJ Papa John. Say if the sun don't shine for me tomorrow, tell mama don't cry. And if I lose my life within the shadows, tell mama don't cry. I live my life as a soldier, mama, me alone against the world. I may say out there, DJ Papa John. out there without fear, you hear?
Exclusive radio.